good morning, everyone. My name is Tanya, and this is my husband, Jeff.
Good morning.
And welcome to Our Porch, another segment of Our Porch. We're so excited. Last week we talked about being a consumer or a producer, seed time and harvest, really.
Yes.
And God gave us more word on that this week that we wanted to share with everybody. And I think some of the illustrations Jeff's going to give will really help everyone understand what seed time and harvest means in your life. So let's just dive right into it.
Yeah, it's a little cloudy today, so you don't see the sunshine behind us. We're not up any earlier than we normally are.
No.
It's just a little cloudy. It's a little cooler, which is nice. So we're going to get on with it. And so I just didn't want, you remember last week, we did the illustration with the apple, and I cut the apple and I said, there's seeds in the apple. I can see one apple here, but there's, 5 or 6 seeds in the apple, but I can't see how many apples are in the seed. So I'm not going to cut this one today. But
those seeds produce more trees,
but those seeds produce
lots of apples,
more fruit.
So
last week we talked a lot about the significance of money. We do live in an economic world, and we pretty much were talking about the seeds as money and your paycheck and everything, but that's not the only kind of seeds we sow.
Right.
That's not the only kind of seeds we sow. So we've got some verses here we're going to read first.
Okay.
I've got, let's see. Let me see what I can get here. I didn't open up to my page. So, fashion glasses. So the first one I have is 2 Corinthians 9:6, and it says, "But I say this, he which sows sparingly shall also reap sparingly. And he that soweth bountiful shall reap also bountiful." Oh, that's really
nice.
Yeah. So again,
so if you give a little,
if you give a little, you get a little. If you give a lot, you'll get a lot. That's and that's through the words of Jeff and Tanya in Our Porch. But it came from it's right here. It's right here in our Bible, in our cookbook. This is a word that we live by.
That's right.
And we put our trust in, not in this world. So after last week's Our Porch episode, just things just started.
It always comes
afterwards. after we do, but it's good because he's telling us, hey, this is what you need to tell. This is what you need to talk with people about this next week. So what kind of came, it came to my mind that, not only are we talking about money seeds, but we're talking about seeds, we were made male and female and all that, and the male was given the seed to reproduce. So even we have seeds and we can multiply ourselves. I don't know how many seeds I have. I know ours, and as we get older, they run out.
They run out.
Well, obviously with Abraham, he didn't. So, but anyway, I mean, I don't know how many. I know how many kids I have.
Okay, we don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
We're done with that.
So that's fine. But that really got me thinking. So it's not just. It just doesn't have to do with fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. Even we sow seeds. So I was thinking, it's like if you're believing for a new home, what kind of seed are you sowing seeds?
Into the current home, you mean?
Are you sowing seeds? Meaning, how are you taking care of that home that you're in?
Yeah.
Maybe you might be in a rental or whatever.
You could be.
But how are you?
Could be living with somebody or your family. You could be you can be renting.
So are you Are you
care of it.
sowing seeds? How do you take care of it? Are you believing for a new car?
Oh wait, let's go back to the house.
Okay,
So,
we're going back to the house.
So if you're in a home, and how are you taking care of that home
That's
that you're
right.
in? It may not be your home right now,
It
your
may
rental
not
home
be.
or the home that wherever you're at. But are you taking care of it? Are you cleaning it? Are you fixing things that need to be fixed?
How
or
does
you
it-
just
how
go,
does
you
it
know what,
look?
this isn't, because this
Yeah.
is a lot. This is
Yeah. This doesn't
isn't-
belong to
It
me.
doesn't belong to me. This isn't my home. So they really don't care about it. Well, God calls us to be excellent in everything that we do.
At everything that we do.
Everything that we do,
Yeah.
and that's in the Bible. Go look it
Yeah.
up. So that's everything. We're talking
And you have
everything.
to think about that. We're supposed to love one another and treat others as your brother.
Right.
or-
You're supposed to love
or your
them as
sister.
yourself.
So-
So if you love them, you're gonna love you, and you're
Yeah.
gonna if you took
You're gonna
care
take
of them,
care of
you're
their
gonna take
stuff.
care of you. So. Right,
That's
so
right.
take care of the stuff that you have now. So that's I think what is that what you're talking about with the sowing of the
Exactly. So
seeds?
it is. So do you are you sowing seeds? Are you taking care? Again, it's not a
Yeah.
it's not a physical.
It didn't have
It
to
doesn't.
be.
It's not a physical thing. But are you sowing those? Are you sowing those seeds, preparing you for a new home? How are you going to take care of that home? I see so many
Yeah.
times today, even in our own neighborhood, that people, and you see this. I mean, you see this, and it really strikes a nerve kind of with me a little bit. I mean, there's so many good people out there that struggle and they want to buy their first home, or they've always wanted to own a home. I mean, home ownership is a big deal to a lot of people, but you see people that have homes that don't take care of it, that don't. But
their yard is run down. They got trash in
their
their
yard trash. They don't take care of
inside
things.
their home. They don't take care of it, but they want something bigger and greater.
But you know what? Is they reap that seed when they go to get rid of it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So they get less because the house is run down. So,
Right.
so that's what I'm saying. See, you're even sowing a seed into your home. If your home is nice and it's kept up and it's presented, when you go to sell it, that seed comes back to you.
Right.
Does it come
Right.
back bigger than what you put in?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
same thing.
It
And
runs.
your automobile.
Yeah.
You
same
know,
thing for
you
your
go
car.
to trade that car or sell that car. If it's a wreck, you're not going to reap a harvest off of that car because you did not take care of it.
Right.
So even that's the kind of seed that we're talking about now. Last week we talked about money. We talked about money seeds, but it all relates.
Hey, shameless plug, epmdetailing.com for your car. Our son owns his own company, so.
Not a shameless plug.
Not a shameless plug, but I had to do that.
But-
so.
But that's what I'm talking about. And it even
Yeah.
goes, it even goes as far as, your family. Again, what I
Yeah.
had talked about,
Right.
when you do have children, and things like that, if you have a chaotic household and
Yeah.
a lot of discourse and all that kind of thing,
Yeah.
you're producing your own fruit. That's
You produce
that's what
after
your
your own
kids. That's what
kind.
your
Your
kids
kids
are
are-
gonna.
They're watching. You produce
Yeah,
after
they're-
seed produces after its
Its
own
own
kind.
kind.
So
So
they're
that's
watching.
what they're watching.
That's
But
right. That's right.
so we really have to.
Mhm.
God put us in charge.
Right. Well, I was going to read because you're talking about houses and
Okay.
cars and just things like that, so to help them understand how to, put the time and effort and be excellent in what they have now,
Mhm.
they will reap the harvest of that.
Yep. All
Okay.
right. Read
So
it.
this is Luke, and this is chapter 6, verse 38. Give generously, and this is the Passion Translation. I tend to like
Okay.
that translation. Give generously, and generous gifts will be given back to you, shaken down to make room for more. So that reminds me
Oh.
of if you've got a pan or something in a box, and you've got to put something inside more, and you know how you can shake it down and
Shake it down
shake
and
it
make
down
more
and make
room.
more room.
Yeah.
Okay? Abundant gifts will pour out upon you with such an overflowing measure that it will run over the top
Hmm.
because you filled it up. I mean, it can't go anywhere else. Your measurement of generosity becomes the measurement of your return. The measurement of your generosity becomes the measurement of your return.
Very good.
What you give is what it becomes. You know how much you give, whether it's time, money, things,
effort.
Effort's big.
Yeah.
How much you give will depend on how much is given back to you. That reminds me of the house. If you clean, if you kept your house up nice and neat and fix things, so when you go to sell it, if you're selling it, okay,
yes,
it will be given back to you.
So we got and this kind of made me think of it too. So we got a reassessment, done on the house and things like that. Now we've not been here real long, but the reassessment came in and it was wow. I mean, it was a lot higher than when we bought here. But that got me thinking. Well, this is what the county.
This is the county assessment,
they call it the fair, the fair market value. And they've not been out here. They don't go to every single house and look at it.
No.
They just go by, the increases in the area you're in and all that stuff. So, I could think that, this is fair market value. I can ask at least this much. At least this much, for the home. But if my yard's 5 feet high and there's weeds everywhere and I've ruined the inside of the house and all that stuff. No,
they're not.
I'm
people
not
are
going to get market value. They're going to go like, "What are you kidding me?" Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This is where if you sow seeds into your home by maintaining and your time and your effort and those kind of things, you're gonna get a return on that.
And that's just an example. I mean,
that's just an example.
It could be whatever you're believing for.
It could be it could be a job.
Absolutely.
Are you sowing?
Absolutely.
What kind of seeds are you sowing at your job right now?
Your current job.
Your current
job. You go with a bad attitude.
You go in with a bad attitude.
Are you talking behind people's back all the time?
Are you productive? Are you think?
Are you working well while on the clock, or are you
right.
just doing personal stuff and looking at your phone?
It's talking about planning, and planning is there's preparation in planting.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, so think about that. Preparation is planning is planting.
Yep.
So, it's the same thing. So again, what are you going to take over into that new season?
Right. Well,
of your life. What kind of
right?
You're planting the seeds now. They take a little time. It's not an overnight
thing. It's not going to happen overnight.
It takes a little bit of time. Mm-hmm. So that is your planning.
Yeah. So
what is that when you walk into that new job or the new home or the new car, that's the fruit of your labor that you put in prior.
Absolutely.
So really cool.
Yeah, so I mean that's
really
simple.
cool.
We just wanted to kind of elaborate on that a little bit this week and kind of give that example that God had brought to us this past week on that. I hope that helps everybody understand a little bit more. I mean.
So again, just think about those things in your life that you're believing for, that you're praying for.
Yeah.
Go back. I
what are you doing now?
What are you doing right now? That's right. Or what is it that you're preparing for?
Right.
And then you really need to look inside.
Yeah,
it's a heart check. You need to look inside. It is a heart check.
And how well are you doing with that now? I mean, it's that what is that like? How well you do with something now depends on how much God will give you later. What's that? Everybody is. We always say it. I can't remember. Anyways.
I don't know. It's not right in the...
Rain cloud. Rain cloud.
It's not right in front of my mind right now.
I don't remember. But how well you take care of things now, or how much you have now, and what you do with it now will depend on later.
Yes.
It's the same. I mean, it's just the same thing.
Yeah.
How well are you doing at your job? How well are you taking care of your house? How well are you taking care of the current car? How well are you, when your kids, are you, cursing in front of your kids? Are you disciplining them the right way or the wrong way? Are you teaching them well now? Are you talking with them? We did this with our kids. We explained when there was something that we didn't want them to do or they should not do. We took the time to explain why.
Yes.
instead of just just don't do it. Well, they don't know. So we explain.
So you really have to. I mean, I guess an illustration of this would be, is really every time you open your mouth, you know, wherever you are, you have to think that there's seeds coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time.
Yeah.
And those seeds are going to land. It depends on what kind of ground, you know, what kind of ground they're going to land on.
Absolutely.
You know, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
But that's how that's how you have to think about, you know, us through this life that we're in here on this earth.
Well,
you know,
out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
That's right.
You know, what kind of seeds are you producing?
What kind of seeds are you putting out there every single day?
Absolutely.
You know, that's scary to think about.
No, but it will make you think.
It really will.
The next time you start speaking, and you speak in words of affirmation and speaking, you know, kind words and encouraging words, or are you talking words of, you know, gossip, which we're not supposed to do? Are you, you know, you talking behind somebody's back all the time? Are you, again, reaping what you sow is in everything. You start.
Yeah. It really is.
You talk bad about people, and you talk bad about, you know, things, and you just cause chaos and strife. What do you think's in your life?
You think that the seed that you cast onto somebody else, well, it just doesn't stop with them.
Right.
You know what if they pass on your words? Well, what do we call that? That's gossip.
Mm-hmm.
That's gossip, and those spread some really nasty seeds.
But it's taking that word to that person, to that person, to that person. It's the same thing as the apple. The seeds of that apple
just don't stop.
Produce another tree. Produce
another tree. An apple falls off of this tree, and another tree sprouts up.
Yeah.
So literally, the seeds from this apple, who knows? Again, who knows how many trees are in here? How many apples are in here? Right. I mean, the cycle. You know, the cycle of the seed. You go, that's a good title. Cycle of the seed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and we always say you have a need, sow a seed. Well, what is that? It can be money. It can be the time. Again, your time effort. It can be, you know, if you have a need for a home, are you helping somebody taking care of their home or the home that you're currently in?
That's right.
Are you spending some time with somebody else? If they, you know, your neighbor needs something fixed, are you helping them? You know, or are you just looking at them and going, well, I sure wish that they'd fix that door over there because it's a mess. Well, you know what? Take the time and put some time and effort into them.
Yeah.
You know? So it hits a lot of things. So.
It is. So.
Well, we
just wanted to give you that. The Lord laid it on our heart to do that every single week. He lays it on our heart to give you a word. We're not to keep it to ourselves.
That's right. So we want you to like or love,
share
the video.
It with somebody.
Again, we hear a lot of people say, "Oh, we look forward to it every week,"
yes.
But you know they won't share, or a lot of them are actually sharing in private messenger, which is great. But we need everybody sharing.
That's right.
Just to get, it's not for us. This isn't about us. This is about God. This is what He's laid on our heart to do, and so we just want to be obedient to Him. And but we need you guys helping by sharing these videos. So
yep.
We thank y'all for watching. We hope y'all have a wonderful week.
Have a wonderful Saturday.
Yep. We'll see y'all next week.
Yep.